Sport Dialogue 1.0 held on Monday in Lagos with virtually all the country's top sport administrators, policymakers, sport marketers, private sector leaders, and sport media personalities in attendance, has laid the pathway for the recovery from the present slide, which include Super Eagles' failure to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Participants at the event, which took place at the Villa Dome, Ikoyi, Lagos, were unanimous that Nigeria's sport urgently requires restructuring, guided by professionalism, competence, and long-term planning. Convener of the Big Dialogue 1.0, Akerejola of Arise News Television, made it clear from the start of the summit that it wasn't for finger pointing, but for charting a fresh, honest roadmap for Nigerian sports. Chairman of the National Sport Commission, NSC, Malanshehu Diko, delivered the strongest defense yet for the scrapping of the Federal Ministry of Sport and the creation of the Sports Commission, calling it a courageous decision by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reposition the country's sport. Diko insisted that it was no longer business as usual at the NSC under his watch as chairman and Honorable Bukola Olakpade as Director General. It is no longer business as usual. This is a part of why we insisted that only competent men and women will henceforth lead our national sport federations. You can see that from the election held recently, observed the NSC boss. We insisted every federation must include women. We have created a proper reward system. We are cleaning up the sector and more reforms are coming, pledged Diko, who was unanimously endorsed by the participants at the right choice to lead the new NSC. Renowned sport marketer Mike Itumagbo harped on the need for sport administrators and media to protect brands as constant talks about unverified corruption in the broadcast and print have negative effects on sports sponsorship. He also talked about a tax holiday for corporate sponsors, rebate for long-term investment, and clear policies that protect investors' interests. Sport is a big business. Let Nigeria treat it like big business, conclude Itumagbo. In the panel that featured Diko, National Institute of Sport Director General Philip Shuaibu, Amaju Pinnick, a serving deputy chairman of FIFA men's national team, competitions committee, and JTI's Nelson Ine, there was a general consensus that the previous sport policies in operation lacked direction, structure, and integrity. Shuaibu, the DG of the NIS, explained the sorry state under which the NIS existed when he took over as DG. The former Edo State Deputy Governor stressed that the Athlete Development Center in Abuja was allowed to rot away, while the headquarters of the institute in Lagos was a shadow of itself from what it was conceived to do for Nigerian sports. Now armed with a 10-year reform document and creation of the 6 new zonal offices, which are yet to take off fully, Shuaibu promised the rebuilding of NIS has started in earnest. In his reaction to the question from the audience, former NFL President Pinnick Amaju delivered a necessary wake-up call for Nigerians. He insisted that Nigerian football needs a complete orientation and reorientation from both the citizens and the key stakeholders managing the game. According to Pinnick, the problems affecting football development in the country go far beyond tactics, governance, structures, or financial challenges. In Pinnick's speech, in the dialogue, he stressed that many of the tensions slowing down progress from deep-seated bitterness, emotional rift, and long-standing personal animosities within the football ecosystem. The third and final panel was no-hold-barred session of bare knuckles. Founder of the Nigerian First Sport Radio, Brilla FM, Dr. Larry Izamoje, convener of the first Niger Delta Sport Festival, Honorable Itako Ikpopo. Chairman of the organizing committee of the dialogue, Osaze Oboeku, concluded that the event proved the desire to reform is strong and widespread. We are encouraged by the dialogue outcome and the unwavering resolve of those driving change in the sector. The decision showed a collective commitment to elevating Nigerian sport from pastime to powerful economic engine.